Today we explore the history of the cane, not as a support, but as a star of the dance floor and screen, changing styles, eras, and the very concept of movement. Before the cane became a star of stage and screen, it was a symbol of status and style. A Victorian gentleman couldn't imagine going out without this accessory, even if he didn't need support while walking. The cane spoke of status, louder than words. When music hall stages became popular entertainment in the late 19th century, dancers brought everyday life attributes into their performances. The cane, already part of a gentleman's wardrobe, naturally entered the performer's arsenal. Early dancers used the cane more as a prop than an instrument. It was an extension of the image, a visual reminder of the character the artist was playing. But soon dancers realized that the cane was more than just an accessory. It was the perfect partner, always following the movement of the hand, and could instantly transform from a support into equipment for an acrobatic trick. The cane expanded the dancer's capabilities, extending the body line and adding dynamics to even the simplest movements. On screen, Charlie Chaplin made the cane an integral part of his tramp character, but it wasn't just a costume detail. In Chaplin's hands, the cane came alive, becoming an extension of his body, an expression of his character. Technically, it was no longer just a prop. Chaplin turned the cane into a storytelling tool. It could be funny and touching at the same time, helping to reveal the emotional depth of his character. If Chaplin made the cane an instrument of comedy, Fred Astaire elevated it to high art. In his hands, the cane seemed to lose its weight, becoming an extension of his arm. Astaire created an entire language of movement where the cane wasn't just a prop, but became a full-fledged element of choreography. Notice Astaire's technique. The cane is never static. Even when he holds it still, it creates the impression that it's about to burst into dance. Various dancers of the time found their own approach to using the cane. For some it was the center of the performance, for others an accent element. But they all recognized one thing: the cane allowed creating an additional dimension of movement on stage. There are dance numbers that become so intertwined with certain props that they become inseparable. Such was the famous Putin on the Ritz. Created by Irving Berlin in 1927, this number turned into a real testing ground for demonstrating mastery of the cane, and who hasn't performed it? From a technical standpoint, this dance requires impeccable cane handling. The cane's tap on the floor must precisely coincide with musical accents. The rotation of the cane creates a visual effect of continuous movement, and the quick change of positions requires good coordination. The cane in Astaire's hands becomes not just a dance tool, but also a narrative element. It helps tell a story of mastery, style, and artistry. Such moments transformed an ordinary accessory into an iconic element of dance art. The iconic status of this dance is confirmed by its parodic interpretations. In 1974, Mel Brooks created one of the most memorable scenes in the comedy Young Frankenstein, where Frankenstein's monster, played by Peter Boyle, tries to dance with a cane. The comic effect arises precisely from the contrast between the monster's clumsiness and the elegance that dancing with a cane implies. This scene is not just a comedic moment, it's a meta-commentary on the place of the cane in dance culture. By the 1970s, dancing with a cane had become such a recognizable cultural phenomenon that it could serve as material for parody. In post-war America, dancing with a cane took on new meanings. In the famous musical An American in Paris, Gene Kelly demonstrated a special energetic style of using the cane, where it became an extension of his character and the atmosphere of Paris. Notice how Kelly uses the cane. It's not just an accessory, but an expressive tool highlighting the contrast between American energy and European elegance. It's a visual metaphor for the cultural dialogue of the post-war era, where the cane becomes a bridge between tradition and innovation. The cane on screen allowed creating dramatic moments of subverted expectations. In the 1971 Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Gene Wilder uses a cane to create one of the most memorable moments in the film, first demonstrating frailty, only to then perform an unexpected somersault. This moment is more than just a trick, it's a metaphor for Wonka's entire character, unpredictable, hiding his true capabilities and intentions. And the cane here is not just a support, but an instrument of deception, an element of theatricality built into the film's plot. Over time, the cane has not lost its place in dance culture. On the contrary, it has been reimagined and integrated into new styles. Choreographers of many Broadway hits have brought the cane back to the stage as a symbol of theatricality and retro glamour. Many contemporary performers include canes in their performances, paying tribute to classical aesthetics, while simultaneously reinterpreting it in the context of modern pop culture. The cane itself has also evolved, from classic wood to modern materials, illuminated elements, transforming structures, but the essence remains unchanged. The cane expands the dancer's expressive capabilities, creates visual dynamics, and connects modern dance with its historical roots. The cane has traveled an amazing journey in the world of dance, from a Victorian gentleman's accessory to a music hall star, from Chaplin's comedic prop to Fred Astaire's elegant partner, from a status symbol to an instrument of democratic art. Why has this simple object proven to be such a long-lasting element of dance art? Perhaps because the cane perfectly balances functionality and aesthetics. It is both an instrument and a symbol. It requires mastery but remains accessible. It is connected to a specific era but not limited by it. Today, in an era of digital technology and virtual reality, there is something genuinely human about this simple union of dancer and wooden stick. The cane reminds us of the physicality of dance, the joy of movement, the connection between past and present. The cane in dance is not just an accessory, it's a living tradition passed down from generation to generation. Each adds something of their own but preserves the essence, elegance of movement, precision of rhythm, and timeless charm. Share your thoughts in the comments. Perhaps you have your own stories or memories related to this elegant object. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Until next time.